welcome to your pre-tournament analysis of Qatar. This analysis project has only been made possible by our amazing sponsorship partners. Thank you again to Sideline Stats, Briar Limited, InMotion Sports Agency, Educamis Tuition, MGN, Moliteum and the Gauntlet Young Team. These are amazing companies and it's an absolute honour that they've agreed to be part of this project. Qatar tend to favour a 4-2-3-1 formation, but the key part is Akram Afif. He's the key player. He floats either in the 10 or off the left into 10, the fullback inverting or going wide. They kind of play off whatever his movement is, and rightly so. He is their creative spark. He's responsible for 11 assists in qualifying, 4 goals in qualifying. He has that special something that could light up a World Cup. He's got those moments in on him. One of the rotations we talked about there is the left centre mid of the two pivot players dropping out the full back to move the left back into a higher attacking mid area to try and free up Afif again on the ball. This time when he receives the ball, the defenders get out to him and there's a lot of people, so he has to cut back in and cross. But you can see how they develop those movements to try and get him onto the play. And you can see him inside here, although this is a direct moment. You can see the movements that he makes inside the pitch to join in, become a box 4 player. Allows the 10 to move on as well when he's not playing in that position. So he kind of is the key player. Alternative use of him is playing as a number 10. Allowing him to roam, find those areas, and again, although it's a own goal, it's his run, it's his assist, it's great play. His pace and transition and composure when he gets in the ball, this pace to move away from the centre half is extraordinary. He has elite level pace. It's going to really help them in the World Cup and move them forward. And then the final ball is excellent. Qatar won't overplay. Like I said, you've seen in those clips that they'll be quite direct. They've got a couple of rotations to get Afif on the ball, but they will not risk situations like this. If they overplay, they'll be in trouble. And in transition, the defenders are a little slower, a little sluggish. When they do not work back, it's a real problem. So when their mid blocks recovering, quick transition to play forward, they do have the quality at the top end, like we've said. But it all comes again from pace, composure of the front line, working around Akram Afif again. This is an unbelievable finish, but it comes again from being in that kind of mid-block structure, not really pressing high, not forcing it. You can see them here completely dropping off the UAE to allow them to have the ball, trying to set up the pass going to the side. When it goes to a fullback, they can potentially jump on it and play and press, but you can see them cutting off the midfield options. Happy for the defenders to have the ball in that 4-4-2 mid-block. Just sit and wait. Don't jump to centre halves. Be structured. And the reason for that being is they're not great defensively. So if you can force them back and force them into play, they can be really exposed, especially with crosses into the box, especially with balls in behind when there's a little bit of a gap. All those things are dangerous. So anything in behind, anything on top, second balls as well, teams can transition on top of them. So they will drop off. They will favour the structure. And the reason for that is anytime they've been caught kind of high press and chasing the game like they have in this Iran Asian Cup qualifier, you can see how easy it is for them to play through. And when they get into this area, this is when their defence looks sluggish and slow. So everything they can do to avoid those types of quick counter-attacks, those quick transitions, those balls in behind, they're going to do so to protect themselves from being exploited. So as good as they are on the ball, as good as Akram Afif is as a footballer, they have qualities, but my concern would be that they will sit in a mid to low block most of this tournament, allow teams to have all the ball, and then hopefully hit them on the counter-attack, because as you can see now, defending the box is a real problem. People shut off, people let people go side. It's key to note they qualified with a -7 goal difference and took a couple of real big hidings. And unfortunately, you can see why. It's too easy for teams to play around their back line when they drop into this block. It's more of a numbers approach rather than a technical, tactical approach. It's as many numbers as they can get around it to try and avoid big gaps appearing, to avoid runners having space to go in behind, because when they do, they're in real trouble. So it is going to be as much as they can stop teams attacking. I mean, that's disastrous error, but it's the same idea. As much as they can do to avoid situations like this, players having loads of time on the ball, the better they'll be. Set plays, I've already mentioned Akram Afif. If he takes the set plays, 11 assists in qualifying, 7 from set plays, exceptional delivery, great technical footballer. I said a couple of times, there's 1 or 2 teams that will be heavily reliant on one player. I think for Qatar, this could be the one. Akram Afif, if he turns up, if he's on form, if he gets time to counter, time on the ball, plenty of the ball, you could see something special. But from set plays, that could be a way for them to nick it with that type of delivery and just the influence he has on the team. It'll be really exciting to see him at this tournament. And thank you once again to our amazing sponsors, Sideline Stats, Briar Limited, InMotion, Educamus, MGN, Moliteum and the Gauntlet Young Team. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm delighted to have you as part of this project. If you'd like to support us in any way possible, if you like this analysis, you could do so via Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. Thank you.